welcome back to the vlog. I'm Frankie with P1 Racing. Today I'll be talking about my Supra, and if you're in the market for one of them, I'm gonna give you everything you need, and hopefully I'll be able to help you all the stuff I was looking for when I was searching for mine and help you out on your search. So the first point, miles and the condition of the car. There's some cars out there that have higher mileage, but if they did a great job maintaining the car, they have all the maintenance records, you're going for the condition of it. If you're looking for the aspect of a collector item and you want to spend a little more money, lower miles, more value, more expensive we get. And if you're looking for something in the middle where it's 100,000 miles, 80,000 miles, and you want to have some fun with it, modify but still keep it at a decent value, you're gonna find somewhere the values being between 80,000, 50, 60,000, all the way up to 150 grand, $200,000, depending how crazy it is on the current market in 2022. So the next item I'll mention is turbo and non-turbo, the 2JZ GTE versus 2JZ GE. So turbo is the way to go. Value wise, if you're looking to save money on your build as well, find one that has a single turbo, if you want to have some fun, or if you want the collector aspect of it, keep that twin turbo stock. So not gonna have the power. On the US they have 320 horsepower, and I think in Japan it was 280. Another important thing that I want to mention to you guys is finding a car that's not non-original turbo and you want to do it on your own. Keep aware of the prices. Parts are very expensive, one. Two, if you're doing the work on your own and you're paying a shop to do it, things are getting very expensive. So if you're finding let's say a cheap version nowadays, like 40, 50 grand GE, right? It's a little beat up and you wanted to convert it to a single turbo, it's gonna cost you, let's say, between 15,000 to 25,000, depending if you're doing the work yourself, if you can find all the parts you want, if the shop is being fair with you on prices. So stay aware of it. I'm not a mechanic, so labor plays a huge part on cost. 2018, the 1993 cars started getting imported from Japan. Big thing, in my mind, like anybody else, we're like, hey, we're gonna have more options. The price is gonna go lower because we're gonna have a lot more cars coming in and people are gonna lower their prices. Completely opposite. The market completely went crazy. When they first came in, they were going for like 40, 45 for a Japanese, like a clean version Japanese. Now, this was back 2018. 2022, a clean version of a Japanese car, you're looking at 70, 80,000. Some of them are like 100 grand right now. It's a big difference in price. That caused the US market cars to go even higher. You're seeing 150 grand, 200,000. I think there was one car that broke 201,000 about 2 months ago. We're in the beginning of 2022. So that was the end of 2021, broke 201,000, and you have those examples that I'm going to show you following of 299,000 for a 10,000 mile Supra right now on eBay. Keep that in mind. It's just insane. Like, prices skyrocket from even like the last year to now. Another thing will be history, maintenance, and Carfax. Look at the size of this book right here. So if I open this up, you have, on my car, I had the window sticker. In 1993, this car sold for $42,000. And you can look at, I have records all the way from it was brand new, from like 1997 with some service. Here's 2016. Pretty much everything that was done in the car, all the services done at Toyota, everything is here. So if you find something like this, it's a gold mine. There is a value for it. If you're looking for something clean that's being maintained and the car is being taken care of. The next point, I wanted to bring it up. If you haven't been in a Supra yet, the interior, there is something very special about Supras and the way this was made. Everything does feel, as some of you have heard already, it feels like a cockpit. Everything around you, you have the AC controls on the right hand side, you have your radio. On my car I have the Pro EFI system right here on the right hand side. Something else that I want you guys to see that's very hard to get nowadays, parts like this. If you look at TRD, steering wheel, very expensive to find one of these nowadays. We had the Camry steering wheel, so the dash is the TRD dash as well. They used to come at like 160 or 180 miles per hour. This goes up to 200, and then we did the modification with the LED lights. Those are things that if they're unique and there's not a lot out there, they're getting very expensive. So if you find that one that is cheap and say, hey, I found a $45,000 Supra, and the way it is with the current market, it's kind of a good deal today. But then you start adding parts like this, $1,500 for a steering wheel. It's insane. The next point would be tuning capabilities. You guys know the turbo versions, you know, it could go crazy, 1,000 horsepower, 1,500 horsepower. So be aware when you're buying one, you know, if you want to find a twin turbo stock everything, you're at 320 horsepower, let's say. It's gonna be boring in a way. A lot of times when you find either a stock one for, let's say, $70,000, $80,000, and then you can spend 90, 100 on a car that's completely modified, you know, good parts, reliable, for 100 grand and has 700, 800, 1,000 horsepower. Guess what? You know, it's going to be up to you guys to decide which route you want to take. You know, it's getting old and parts are being very rare. For example, I replaced those headlights, and then you have the Redox style front lip. Like parts like this are very expensive, very difficult to find. I've been looking for a side skirt now, a TRD one, for the past 6 months. Even in Japan I cannot find them. So be aware of, like, when you're building one or if you're buying one and you want to restore, sometimes the savings that you get buying a, you know, project car versus a car that's being done already and has all the parts, it might save a lot of money doing that. So stepping up and getting, you know, spending the additional $20,000, $30,000 for a car that's complete, that has nice parts to it, that somebody already spent the money on it. Guys, I hope I brought some value to you when you're looking for a Supra. Hit me up on my DM or Instagram if you have questions about where to find them. I hope I gave you enough ammunition to go and find yours. Keep grinding, stay dreaming, go after that dream. That was my dream car, and I tell you, I enjoy every time I get in it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.